So today we've come here just for dancers to rehearse all the harness work and all the aerial stuff that's happening in the production. There's a number of different characters that have to use this vertical wall to descend down.
I think it's the first time doing harness work for most people here, so we've just got the studio for the day to practice and to try and get comfortable with the harness work and going up and down the wall.
We're trying to create the effect of them walking down this walkway with a view that the audience are looking down on them from an aerial shot.
It's almost as if you're in a balloon or you're up a tree looking down. It's quite disconcerting. And I suppose I was just trying to tease different perspectives really in it.
When you get up to the top, the first couple of times it is a bit daunting. I mean, knowing that you've just got a thin wire holding your whole body weight from your pelvis, and especially if you're doing the work where you're clipped on from the back, then you're kind of you're basically standing horizontal on a vertical wall.
We start off vertical and the gradient comes down. So for them, the body position is always changing. Every step they take, they're becoming more upright as they come lower.
It's important that when you're sitting into the harness, you're giving it a lot of weight as the clip stays closed when it's being pulled on. And Ben's been through with us the fact that sometimes if you let the weight off of that, it can come open. I mean, very rarely, but it's important that to operate it safely and smoothly, that you're always kind of sitting into the harness, whether it be from the front or the back.
You've just done it 4 times in a row, so and it is hard work, isn't it? But the second one that we did was much better than the others. We know it's there. We just need to help you more. We need to work on it a bit more.
I think what I'm struggling with at the moment is just trying to find the correct footing on the way down, and it's that hard balance of finding finding the technique of it all and trying to make it look easy and still stay in character, when actually you're just gripping your stomach muscles and trying not to go sliding down the wall. This is just
actually quite a small part of the entire production and of what we have to do as dancers.
It is very different. So we're asking quite a bit of them, but we have to do it in the time we have, so they're going to have to work hard.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your parts to beginners call. Miss Breeze, Miss Bell, Miss Crow, Miss Crow.
I have about a minute and a half to get into the harness, get off stage, get into my next costume, into the harness, and then run behind the stage and up the stairs to come on.
You know, when you've got a minute and 20 to get somebody from one costume into another, and with the harness, you know, gets the adrenaline going, gets you pumping.
There's 3 people involved in dressing me, and everyone kind of knows when to come in. I've got someone that puts the harness on, and then someone pulls the pants. I'm kind of just a puppet getting moved around. People are putting my shoes on, doing up my laces. And yeah, we just rehearse this and get it down to a fine art, and then it all seems to come together quite nicely.
So my journey out of the dressing room, once I'm harnessed up and got my costume on, I walk up to the stage. Glenn double checks my harness again, make sure everything's fastened, all the clips are in, and then walk backstage and then walk up to the tower, and then I meet Bones at the top. He'll check me one more time. I think it's like 4 or 5 checks now.
Well, once I get up the top and I'm hooked into the harness, it's important that I constantly have weight, so they can feel my weight on the harness. And I'm kind of at the whim of Tony and Glenn because I don't really know what's going on. They're feeding information back and forth to each other, and they kind of just tell me what to do.
I put my gun and my bag on, and then attach the frog to my harness, and then I will get my standby, and then I kind of go the other side of the safety chain. There is that moment when you have to kind of just straighten your legs, and then you go over, but you feel so safe.
I guess there's always that split second before I swing out where I kind of go, oh, I hope this doesn't snap. But it's actually a bit more of a fun ride now than anything else.
And then I get my cue to stand out, so I'm horizontal to the floor, and then my go, and then there's my walk.